All I'm going to say is,
hey, I wish it was colder.
if we win in the fourth quarter,
yeah.
all the jackets are coming off, and this
yeah.
is going straight on the fucking belly.
Yeah.
Right here,
You gotta bring a
negative
Sharpie.
19 degrees. I have the Sharpie already packed. I'm not forgetting that. I don't even know how to start, but let's go. It's hard to muster up energy today, but no.
Okay. I'll let you finish.
Not because of anything about the Finns. It's just hard to muster up energy today. I don't have the today.
I am tired as hell today.
It's just
I am tired.
it's more like a human thing. But I am fucking going to muster up the energy.
Yes, you are.
Because a big decision was made this week, and some people know, but some people don't know. But we're fucking going to Kansas City this week, and we're going to the Tundra for one of the most historic cold games in NFL history. And of course, the city of Miami is the fucking team that's going to be playing in the Tundra. How do we feel about that?
Blizzard Bowl. It is as excited as I am too, because I'm also going. I'm also going. I'm terrified of the weather more than I am of the game. But I couldn't. I'm honestly stoked. Like the more I've actually talked about it, and like it gets closer, it's like holy shit! Like we're going to Arrowhead week 1, like, and we're gonna be there. Good seats too, because everyone's scared of the game.
It's crazy how cheap the tickets are.
Yeah. Like literally,
there was a tweet that I saw that they wouldn't be surprised if there's like 12,000 heads there.
That would actually be sick.
Which I would be shocked if that's the case. Like Kansas City fans are diehards.
No.
But like we were talking about it, is it an issue of getting to the stadium because it's so cold and there might be some snow the day before the game?
Yeah.
Like, is it more of like a logistical issue? Do people really just don't want to deal with that type of cold? Because they've dealt with colds.
Yeah.
They know cold there.
Like this,
but again, we're talking about, if you look at some of the coldest games in history, if it is like what they're saying, like that -5 degrees, this would put it like the top 3.
Oh, 100%.
Not with wind chill. I saw some crazy wind chills. I saw a fucking game in the 50s, I think it was. A wind chill of -60.
No.
Like,
it won't be that. I think they said this one up to like possibly 20.
-20.
Yeah.
It's not fucking a joke.
I am worried about that a little bit in terms of like getting there, like, hopefully. But if it's like 1,200 fans, I mean, obviously I want kind of the full atmosphere.
1,200 would be crazy.
1,200, I swear to God, there's like a decent amount of Finn fans going to this.
I saw Joe Shad's tweet.
Yes, all the replies, all those guys are going. Like,
and a lot of people, which is cool because you don't realize that there's Finns fans all over
they're traveling from different places.
They're coming from Pennsylvania. They're coming from Illinois. Like, this is the closest it's been for them in a while. So they're like, fuck it, let's go.
And then there's us.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm hyped though. I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy.
It's the experience itself.
It's the experience.
I mean, like we were talking about, it's Arrowhead. Arrowhead is a bucket list stadium.
Yeah,
because of the fans,
dying to go to Arrowhead.
The environment, die-hard football, NFL football town. Like, they love the Chiefs there.
Yeah.
So, 1, there's that. But then 2, you're getting like true playoff fucking weather.
to the max.
At the extreme level.
To the max.
In Arrowhead, in a playoff game. With Tyreek playing against his old team.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing Andy Reid, seeing Mahomes. We've already played them, but he's never been back to Kansas City since he left.
Yeah, because we played Germany.
We played in Germany.
The Justin Houston revenge game. I mean, we're ready to rock.
Yeah,
we're ready to rock.
We have like 3 Chiefs guys
now.
So I think Melvin Ingram was a Chief at one point.
Yeah, he was.
So it's. I mean, you're writing like a story. Like, this is a fucking hell of an experience.
Well, it's a script.
This is what I'm living for it.
This is what the script had.
I call it script. I call it prophecy.
Well,
like that.
I heard it.
That.
I saw it leak, and it had the Dolphins by 60 this weekend.
Yeah, repeat it.
I saw that.
60?
60. I saw the script leak on Reddit, and it says that the Dolphins are going to win. I think it was 68-7.
Can you imagine if that happens?
Well, can you imagine? Like, that's the actual. Like, that's the script.
That'd be the biggest AD generation. Just like,
everyone would be so confused about football.
No,
It'd just be like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. And then we'd have so much momentum going into Baltimore. Actually, no, we'd be having a lot of momentum going to either.
I think that we play Baltimore.
No, Houston or
Yes.
the Browns.
No,
because
I did the math.
The Steelers are going to beat the
Oh,
Bills.
okay. I was gonna say the only way that happens is if
Bills fans.
look. Everyone is saying that the Bills are gonna win, but a lot of people in the back of their head know that the Steelers actually have a legitimate chance to win, even though they're like
TJ Watt's out.
I know that hurts.
And
they're like
their
9.5 point dogs.
Stink, though. Their offense does stink.
It does stink, but they have 10 wins.
Yeah, I know, but
They
like,
win.
I don't know.
I mean, you have to. Listen, I'm not.
I hope so. I hope so. I don't
think the Steelers. I don't think the Steelers are good either. But they have 10 wins, and they've.
I mean, technically anything can happen, but
yeah, which is like us. Like I think anything could happen this week. I generally think that we have a chance this week.
100%.
As depleted as we are, I mean, it is so crazy the escalation of injuries that has occurred because we stayed relatively healthy. I mean, starting the season we were down Ramsey. You know, like it kind of was like a problem all year long. Armstead didn't start the year, but then we looked like we were starting to get healthy, and then it just went fast.
We had,
especially on the defensive side. of the ball.
had a good amount of injuries, but like early on that weren't.
Manageable.
They were like, all right, missing a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the Jets game where we lost obviously Phillips and we lose Javon for like 5 games.
Yeah.
Then that's kind of where it kind of went downhill. We lost Connor, X now, Van Ginkel, Baker, these games. Like,
the impact of the
we're number one by far. We're right at the top of that war.
Well, it was an excluding quarterbacks too. So obviously, just because quarterbacks weigh so much in that, but it's one of those things that you're like, everyone is dealing with injuries. It's not like we're the only team dealing with injuries, but it's the people that got hurt. You're talking about you're down your 2 starting pass rushers. Now you're down your 2 backup pass rushers. Now you're down your starting linebacker again. You're down your starting corner. You're basically out of your starting center. You lost your starting left guard. You are in shambles.
We're depleted right now
compared to what your starting roster on both sides of the ball would look like. It's tough. It's tough.
It sucks because when you have the season we've had and like
and
by far
talent,
on paper, it's by far the best team. Honestly, since back in the day, Marino days, whatever. But like in terms of pure like stars on this team, I would take this lineup and stack it up against pretty much anybody in the league. Fully healthy, obviously.
Absolutely.
But with that being said, I still think we got a shot this weekend.
Absolutely.
Like the defensive side of it is where I worry a bit more because that's where we're more banged up. We're actually like, if Waddle and Mostert return this week, which they should.
Offense is healthy.
Our offense, for the most part, outside of pretty much Connor, and I guess Lamb, who's been out for a little bit too, we're pretty much healthy.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to put up points. No more like we've not that we've really been shitting the bed. It's just later in the season, defenses adjust.
Yeah.
We've also still been dealing with injuries, and it's just like when it comes to this type of football, it's a different style of football. It's not as flashy.
Yeah.
It's going to be freezing. We're going to have to rely heavily on Mostert and Achane,
which is the Kansas City's actually weak point on defense.
Exactly. And then, but we just can't give up on the run. No. Like we did again this week.
Yep.
McDaniel.
It's been a problem.
The runs in the first half, Achane was popping off. He had that great run. Took Poyer's ankles out.
Yeah.
Like we were running the ball at will, and then
Jeff
the second half, Jeff Wilson did look good too. And then the second half, we abandoned the run again, and we couldn't do anything. We can't abandon the run unless obviously we're down big. But like you have to set that tone.
Lead,
You have to dominate. On the line of scrimmage, you got to like that's how you win playoff games outside of defense. And we're super banged up on defense, right? The thing is with the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs. They're not the same Chiefs, but they're still the Chiefs, right? You've still got the best player probably in the league in Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid's still one of the best coaches in the NFL.
Yep.
Travis Kelce, while on a down year, still
of playoff
really good.
Experience.
Tons of playoff experience at home in tundra weather. Still got a decent, pretty good O-line. Their weaknesses are their skill guys, right? We need to make sure we need to contain Kelce and limit Isaiah Pacheco and make them.
And you're going to assume that Rice is covered by Ramsey because that's by far their best receiver.
And he's good, but like it's not like I don't know. I guess yes.
He's not a stud, but he's proven that he can get open, and Mahomes will look for him.
Yeah, but I make Kadarius Toney beat us, and make Marquez Scantling.
Scantling,
That's who you need to do. And it's hard because the Chiefs are still good, although they're on a down year. They're still like everything I just mentioned.
Yeah.
But it's going to be again like kind of how I said this week. What we needed to do to win this week didn't happen. I said the offense was going to have to win this game. Defense held their own.
Yeah.
Held Josh Allen and the Bills to 14 points. You take away the punt return, obviously. Right. And so we're going to kind of do that again. We're going to have to do that again. Like, our offense is going to have to outscore, like, not obviously have to outscore them, but, like, in terms of, like, our offense is going to need to put up more than 24 points.
I mean, dude, if you look at, like, the Buffalo
21,
game.
24 points in these conditions. We don't know if it's going to be snowing yet and stuff, but, like, you have to put up over 24 points if you want to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
With this defense in the terms of, like,
what
it is right now in terms of injuries. Who knows? Like, they stepped up pretty big time against the Bills this week. I thought
they did. They did. But I will
injuries.
say this. They did step up because they got the turnovers, right?
Yeah.
But, and I think this is not even more of a problem with the defense, but I think it's more of a problem with actually the offense, which leads to problems with the defense. The defense gave up over 400 yards of offense this past week to the Bills, and the Bills dominated in time of possession.
Well, that's exactly.
Dominated.
The second half, we had like 5 drives that were all like 3 and outs, basically.
Is what we can't do. Even if we don't score points,
No.
you have to keep Mahomes off the field. If you let Mahomes 15 chances of drives, he's going to fucking beat you. You have to literally set the tone by running the ball, like you were saying, and control the tempo of the game. If we're not looking for the Hail Mary ball, it's always 3 and out. This is our offense. It's run the ball on first down, right? If we don't run the ball on first down, it's an incomplete pass, right? Now all of a sudden, or if not a penalty, now it's 3rd and 15. How many times have we tried to do an outside pitch on first down? We lose 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 15. Now we're in a desperate throwing situation because we just lost 5 yards. And then we get, let's say we take what we get 5-6 yards to make it 3rd and manageable. It's 3rd and 9, another incomplete pass, and it's punt. That cycle of our offense, I've seen it too much consistently lately because it feels like we're trying to do too much with the offense. Start with positive yards on first down, and then you can afford to maybe take a shot on second down.
That's what we were doing the first half. Like the first half of this game.
Second half was a completely
I know. The second half was
Tennessee game was the same exact thing.
Same thing.
It was the same exact thing. We started 3 and outs.
Literally, we just
not holding the ball.
It's abandoning the run. That's what it is. We are abandoning the run, and we're getting also too cute with some of them. The pitches worked a lot against Buffalo. They're like I don't mind
have a problem with the pitches,
but every single play doesn't have to be a pitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Every single play is a pitch. But whatever. That's not even my issue. Like, you just need to stick to the game plan for the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, sure, they're gonna make adjustments, but our offense is best when it's quick.
Yeah.
It's running the ball, quick passes, get the ball out of Tua's hands fast. Yeah. You've got Tyreek and you've got Waddle. The issue is they're both kind of banged up. So they're not the same type of level of explosiveness, but they're still more explosive than the majority of the league.
Yeah.
And they're still, Reek, Reek's had his couple bad ones, a couple bad drops, but he's still, I still think
Reek. He's still
the best player in the world. He's still the most dynamic.
But there is a question there with some of those drops, and he knows it too. I mean, he's openly said it that he's got to be better, and I think the whole team knows that they have to be better. I think Tua's got to be better. I think the play calling on Mike McDaniel, and I think of as toxic as Twitter is, man. Like, it's so toxic. Like, I refuse to go on it on losses, and the things that you see is just
I live in there on losses.
It's outlandish.
Yeah,
it's outlandish.
They're crazy.
I don't even want to get into it, but the one thing I would say was the big 3 on offense were our biggest downfall in this past week. I think between the Tua, Mike McDaniel, Tyreek, trio. Because I think defense made enough plays. I thought Wilkins had a monster game. That strip was incredible. It's not easy to do that, but from Josh Allen. One, to tackle Josh Allen is tough. 2, to just come in there and take the ball out of his hand. Hell of a play. And that's the Wilkins we all know, that we didn't see the week before. But, that's the guy we need, and we need him again this week, especially that you don't have these pass rushers. Sealer and Wilkins have been great pass rushers this week.
Losing Van Ginkel hurts.
It hurts. It hurts. But you know what? I respect. The Dolphins went and got some quality veterans.
No, 100%.
Because
I like the signings.
They know that, hey, it stinks, but you know what? We're going to get the best possible solution of guys that are ready to play right now because they've been in the league.
Yeah.
I forget who it is, but he played for the Ravens last year. He had 9.5 sacks.
Justin Houston.
Yeah. He had 9.5 sacks last year.
There are a bunch of vets and we just need the bodies. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I knew we were gonna make some signings.
Of course.
I do like the signings too, especially like Justin. Like we just need they're on a 4-game loan.
Yeah.
Best case scenario,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Like you need the bodies and you need veterans that
Yeah.
can come in and just do what they do in terms of like
Presence. They know how to run the defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
What I don't want to see is Melvin Ingram covering a running back.
No.
I don't know why that happens.
That's how banged up we were. Like at the point of Melvin Ingram and Agba pretty much had to play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It was like we not only lost Van Ginkel, we lost 53.
Good. Cameron Good on the punt return, actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was just I don't want to talk about the Bills game. We're on to Kansas City, but it is the like I don't know. I like the signings too, and like I don't know, man. I just have this like
I have a weirdly good feeling.
I have a special feeling about this.
I have a weirdly good feeling too because look, the Dolphins are a good team, and again, if we were extremely healthy, I wouldn't even be worried.
If we were extremely healthy, we'd be undefeated.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be worried. So obviously the injury thing is a problem, but like to your point, I have like an eerie good. I don't even know if eerie is the right word, but like eerie good. Eerily good feeling.
I don't know if
that would make sense. I don't know,
word.
but I have a good feeling about this week, and it's because of the fact that this team knows that they're more than capable of beating good teams, and I know the narrative hasn't been that in the actual results, but they know they can, and they're not a team that's going to lose multiple games in a row.
Also, we had Kansas City on the ropes. Like we
did.
Different
We played them well,
obviously, but I think we had them on the ropes. And
I don't think you can really take too much from that game, in my opinion, just because it's a completely different weather environment. Personnel is very different.
We also had a lot more players then too. But.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like, we have film on them, they have film on us. I do think though, to like how you were mentioning, I think we match up well.
Yeah.
And I think if we can get Mostert and Achane and Jeff Wilson involved and just kind of ride and see who the hot hand is, because they really do offer 3 different types of running style.
100%.
Jeff Wilson runs hard up the middle, and he will beat down a defense, which is important.
Yeah.
Achane is so fast that you let him get outside, he is in open space.
And he's got good hands.
And he's a great receiver.
Great pass catcher.
So you can use him in a lot of different ways. And then Mostert is just, he is going to pound you.
He's kind of a mix of both, honestly.
And then on top of it, he's got the speed to break one of those runs. So, in a game like this in the cold, you can wear down a defense. And I hope, that's the plan. Like, wear them down to set up the pass. Waddle, obviously, is a huge part for this offense.
Huge.
And you see it. You see it.
Huge. I just have this feeling Reed's going to pop off this week, too.
Man.
I don't know. Like, he is still, like...
I feel like he's due for another one of those games. It's scary
because, like, every time he gets hit, and he got cracked a lot against the Bills.
He's banged up, for sure.
And every time you're like, oh, you, like, hold your breath.
Yeah.
But I think he steps up big time. I'm telling you, we have to put up points this week. I think we will. It could be a shootout. I hope we just blow them out, honestly. I don't even want a good game. I just want to blow them out. Like,
all I'm going to say is...
Hey, I wish it was colder.
I'm sorry, it's very crooked. I tried writing it on my desk.
You can read that.
If you can read it, it kind of looks like a kindergarten's handwriting, but I think you get the gist. Because guess what? If we win in the fourth quarter, all the jackets are coming off, and this is going straight on the fucking belly.
Yeah.
Right here,
You gotta bring
negative
Sharpie.
19 degrees. I have the Sharpie already packed. I'm not forgetting that. I'm hyped.
I'm hyped too, dude.
Hyped.
I'm pumped to see Arrowhead. I'm pumped. Like, besides the fact, playoff atmosphere. I mean, I've been to one playoff game only, and it was at Hard Rock. We lost to the Ravens. So this is like a different environment and different scenario, and like it's win or go home. Like this could possibly be our last game of the season.
Right.
Like we are possibly going to witness the last game until August or September or whenever the season September. But yeah, man, it doesn't get bigger than this until next week because they all follow up on each other. But the scenario that we have at hand, it's huge. We're playing the 2-time champs on the road. Taylor Swift's probably going to be there.
You think Taylor Swift
we have
will be
beef, me and her. No, there is no shot. It is hot as hell. There is no shot Taylor Swift is at this game. She does not want to witness Travis Kelce get his ass beat.
You don't think she can handle the cold?
No, I don't think she can handle the fans.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Javon Holland if his knees are good because he honestly didn't play that too much last week.
Right. Okay. It was
He
hard
only
for me.
played, like,
It was hard
like-
for me to kind of keep
like
up with
14,
that.
15 snaps.
But
I read.
I didn't
but
see. Yeah, I didn't see what the snap count was. I
if
didn't see him
he-
much on the field.
Yeah,
I mean, he
depending
didn't
on how his
practice. He
knees
didn't
are,
practice today.
I know, which is not a great sign. But I would have loved to have him like shadow Kelsey.
That would be a sick matchup. I don't know if it'll be
But I don't know.
100% healthy. But I still think
Yeah,
Brandon Jones is great.
Well, I love Brandon Jones and I love Sean Elliott too. They actually used to put Ramsey on Gronk back in the old Jags versus Pats games. But they also, I mean, I don't know, I guess say.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
I
but
really don't know what we're gonna do because I think Kelsey still has to be the priority, even though he hasn't been like
yeah,
as Kelsey. I mean, the guy basically still had another 1,000-yard
yeah.
receiving season. He's obviously still very good and still a huge threat, especially in the red
But
zone.
you know what it's going to end up being? It's going to be Duke Riley. So
Duke Riley on.
probably, if I had to guess,
Travis?
in the terms of unless they put the safety on him, yeah, it's going to be Duke Riley because it's not going to. David Long's more of
Yeah, David Long. No,
like
I really like David Long a lot.
David Long's honestly probably the best signing we had this year.
I think so.
Like David Long has been.
He was
like,
talking
amazing.
about playing in the cold, and he was like, "Dude, I'm so hyped to play in the cold."
Bro, I'm telling you, these guys like, it's tough because like, at the post game interviews from Buffalo, they seemed kind of down and like, I think, bro, there's no way you don't get up for this game. Like, I think they're gonna.
That's. I mean, look,
they're gonna arrive and they're gonna be like, I mean,
I think this is where like the mental aspect of the
hype them up.
game.
Dude, Reek's gonna get them. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, literally it's the return to Kansas City. Like, I can't lose this game. I can't lose this game.
That's the thing.
And
Like,
we ain't gonna lose this game.
you-
Reek isn't gonna lose this game.
I feel like I don't know if it's like a Mike McDaniel thing or what it is, but I don't know. I really don't know the answer to this question, and maybe it does exist. But is there someone in that locker room that really, really is like sparking them up and like getting them going for this? You know, because
I'm hoping it's Reek.
obviously there's a level of disappointment for not winning the
Yeah.
division, but like there's also a shit ton of things to be like optimistic about
Yeah.
and hyped about and like generally
What's the-
excited about, considering that you're a playoff team going into week 16
Yeah.
and you're 11 wins with a really fucking good team on paper.
Essentially, we are one. There's only 14 teams left. We are 0-0.
Yeah. It's a
The
brand new
regular
season.
season does not matter anymore. We've got 4 games. You have to win 4 games. Very hard to do. It's not easy.
You're gonna have to
The
beat some
NFL
good
is the
teams.
hardest playoff run
Yeah.
there is, and we would have probably the hardest. But I will be damned if you think I don't believe we can do this.
Yeah.
Am I saying that I'm guaranteeing it? No. Do I think we have a goddamn shot? Yes, I do.
I do.
I think we're going to go into Kansas City. Reek is going to pop off. I think Ramsey's going to be that guy. That's the hype up guy.
I think so, too.
Reek's been there before also on the
Yeah.
offensive side. Defensively, I think it's pretty much just Ramsey.
Ramsey's
David
gotta be
Long,
the
too.
leader of that
I think
defense.
David Long was on that Rams team, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, these guys have to show their experience, and hopefully they can bring the rest of the guys with them. And bro, it's going to be a war. Like that's going to be a war.
No, it is. It is. But that's what you want. That's what you want. You want these guys to come out hot.
Yeah.
You want it to be chippy.
Yeah,
You want to embrace that environment almost like as like it's cold. It's going to be tough. It's going to feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what you feed off of. That's the shit that because if it's 80 degrees, it's almost like it's too comfortable for you. You're used to that. Here, this is like so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
exactly. Like it almost double down in that adversity because like everything that hasn't gone your way, you're getting the worst possible weather probably of all the playoffs game. For sure.
100%.
For sure of all the playoffs game.
Worst weather in NFL history. Like there's like probably only going to be like 2 games worse than this ever. So yeah,
you double down on that and again, you kind of change all the narratives that are out there. Like this is your time to do it. Like
100%.
this is the time to do it. You can't ask for a better moment. And I do think like if they can just, which I'm sure they are, double down on that mentally, you're gonna get a team that's just like hot. Like you got to almost like use that anger to your advantage.
Yeah, they have to. They've got to be playing for their guys that are injured, and they've got to be playing like it literally is. There's
it's
everything on the
home.
line. It's your last game of the season. You just got to treat it like it's a Super Bowl because you've got 4 games to treat that.
Yeah.
Because it's either this or you're done. So I think they're gonna come out hot. I think it's gonna be a great game. And I think we leave Kansas City with a dub. And then hopefully me and you don't get stuck there because
One, we don't get stuck.
that might be a high possibility.
Frostbite. 3. I don't
Dude,
even know.
I don't know if we're. By the way, we're crazy. Like we are crazy.
We are crazy, and
we are crazy. I love it.
I genuinely am very happy that we're doing this.
Me too. I mean, I couldn't like.
People are looking at us
it's
like we're psychos.
100%. I love
Because-
that. People have been looking at me like a psycho for years.
Let's go. Come.
I can't, that's too cold.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I wish it was
I
colder.
don't have any clothes for that.
Yeah, do I? I'm gonna go buy
I
stuff
wish it
tomorrow.
was colder too, but like I can't. Like I think I'll die.
You'll be fine, Pooch.
Last time was a -degree weather, and my lungs almost collapsed. Okay, I physically.
Wait, what is that? What do you mean?
I went to Canada skiing, and I came back, and I went into like respiratory arrest.
Oh my
I got
God.
Miami.
Eh.
My whole freshman year.
Oh my god. God, that was not a scenario that I was prepared for.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm worried.
yeah. Holy
I'm like, I don't even know how good of standing my lungs are right now.
There's a lot of hot
God.
coffee, a lot of hot stuff. A lot of warm, a lot of whiskey.
Yeah, they're good. Oh, crap load of whiskey. Which
Damn,
we got one question.
I
How
guess-
are we gonna stay warm out there? So what are you gonna wear?
Dude, I'm layering up. I'm going to go double thermal, sweatpants, thermal, long sleeve, hoodie, jersey, Dolphin ski jacket. That's
Yeah.
beanie. I might find something for my neck.
Yeah, my thing is my ears get colds and my nose gets colds.
The nose, we're fucked. I mean,
The nose-
unless you
yeah,
get like
like,
some crazy.
You have to. I
ski
mean, you
mask.
get like one of those like
I mean-
face buff things, I guess.
No, but like that's gonna be tough.
Oh, you know
like-
what? It's good though. Those
What?
like, have you seen
Well,
those
you
like
have
ski
the
mask
ski
things
masks.
that they
Yeah.
go and they cover up to like here,
No.
and they have
Like
like I think they use them for skiing, right? Yeah, like a Justin Jefferson ski mask,
Yeah, but isn't that just a regular ski mask?
Yeah,
but it covers up all the way up to here.
Yeah, but doesn't the ski mask cover your whole face?
Yeah.
Your head.
That's
Your,
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a normal ski mask.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
okay,
I'm
okay.
talking
Yeah,
about the same
yeah. I'm not going insane here.
They have
Um,
Miami Dolphin ones. Like, Miami Dolphin.
I might look into getting one of
I
those.
might go to yeah, I think I'm gonna go to
Shy
Dick's
ski
tomorrow.
mask? The shy ski mask? Is that what they
Ah,
Jokes.
anything that covers my nose, because my nose is the thing that, and my ears get ice. Everything else is manageable.
Yeah,
I don't
actually
know
not worried
what.
about my ears. I'm more worried about
Really?
my hands.
My hands get cold too. Yeah.
We're gonna.
My
Oh,
hands
I'm
and
wearing
my
gloves.
toes.
Yeah,
Double
toes.
socks.
Yeah,
Double sock. I have
Yeah.
actually some warm socks.
I'm gonna go double socks and my Jordans. So.
Maybe put some heat warmers in my shoe.
Yeah, no. The heat warmers are going everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
man up and just go shirtless to the games.
Well,
I guarantee there's gonna be people that crazy people that
For
are
sure.
shirtless.
Well,
I mean, people are wearing no sleeves.
these
on the
players are
sidelines.
going to be
Yeah,
shirtless too. They're
Yeah.
just going to wear their jersey and pads,
which is nuts.
which is insane. But they're moving a lot. It's on the sidelines where they get.
Yeah,
They gotta
but
feel it a lot more.
they've got
They'll
those
feel
big,
it on the
they've
field,
got those
obviously,
big
too.
jackets on
Yeah.
the side. That's what I need.
Warmers.
I need
Yeah,
that
one of
fucking
those.
big thing that looks like just like I'm a bat. Like I'm just in there like.
I'm genuinely curious. Like, what the fuck does -9
I don't know.
degrees feel
I don't know.
like?
Everyone keeps telling me like I have no idea, and I'm just thinking like I'm going to like.
But
if
who's gonna actually know what that feels like? Not many people have been in -9 degrees.
No, exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
like I don't
It's-
even know what I'm getting
Oh
myself
no, it's
into.
people who have been in like 10 degrees and say that that's so bad.
I've been in single
that
digits
they can
before.
only imagine how bad negative degrees is.
It's the thing that's bad because I think 5 degrees is obviously cold, but
Yeah.
I think it's manageable.
Yeah.
I think even 0 degrees is cold, but I think it's
Maybe
manageable.
so cold that it becomes numb.
It's the wind.
Yeah.
When that wind
I know.
is hitting you.
Hopefully the wind isn't going to be too bad.
Well,
though.
I think it's better because we're like kind of lower down in
Yeah,
the bowl,
yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe some of that wind gets kind of like blocked off. I'm
Your
hoping.
eyelashes are gonna freeze for sure.
Yeah, a lot of chapstick.
My lips chap so easily.
But part of me does at one point want to be that fan that's the shirtless guy when it's negative 19 degrees.
So wait, are you gonna go? You're gonna go whiskey or beer?
Whiskey?
I'm thinking beer,
no,
but
bro. No, beer.
beer bad
beer's
idea.
Cold. Beer's cold, so it'll just make you colder.
Yeah, but imagine dude, you can take a whiskey out and it's going to freeze
I will,
immediately.
I will have a beer.
-9 degrees.
Yeah, that's true.
Your whiskey is gonna be cold if you don't.
Yeah,
chug
but
it.
when the whiskey comes down, it like literally warms your.
Beer will be warmer than what it is outside.
Yes.
It's not gonna be. You're not gonna have
No, nothing. No, you would have a
No, the
frozen
beer,
beer.
and like the beer, you gotta get a beer coat. Like you gotta get the beer coat.
No, I'll definitely have a beer. I think it'll be like my
The bar
sipping.
drink. Or no, you're gonna go. Yeah,
But I'm gonna be pounding whiskeys like no
the
doubt.
stand.
I'm going to be.
You're gonna find me there.
I'm starting at 8:30 in the morning with a bloody,
I
and
can't do
then
bloodies. I can't do bloodies.
well, I'm starting with that. That's gonna be my go. Start with a bloody at 8:30 at the airport.
I do a morning beer.
I don't know what we're gonna pound on the plane, but probably beers.
Yeah,
Or
or
you-
probably the easiest thing.
Yeah. not go crazy, like 1 or 2 beers on the flight.
No.
Hit the lounge in Charlotte on our connecting flight. Go pretty aggressive there, and then
They're free.
Yeah, and then get into Kansas City. Drop off. We'll probably get in. Hopefully, knock on wood. Find wood.
That's actually what I'm scared of the most. Now I'm worried about the flight now.
Yeah, the logistics of the travel situation is kind of sketchy because there's snow that's coming in Friday apparently.
Yeah,
doesn't seem like too much, but about 3 inches apparently. Then Saturday it's just like freezing, so the snow is not gonna melt. It's impossible. Maybe a little bit of sun that might come out that might help. There's no projected snow Saturday morning, so that's good for us. Like Saturday midday, no snow. So hopefully by then it's enough to kind of hopefully no flights were really delayed at night, and you have a clear enough path to get there. My worry is the roads too, because when that shit turns into ice, how many people are gonna be driving? Do Ubers drive in the ice? I don't know.
And it's flat though. We're not going through the mountains or anything, right?
No, it's flat. It's flat. But it's icy.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to consult with people that live in the cold. Like, what do you guys do? Like, But yeah, it's gonna be an experience.
It's gonna be an experience. Hell of a game. It's gonna be a hell of an experience. So,
all right,
let's jump into the questions.
Yeah, let's jump into some Q&A. How do I see those? Okay, no. All right, here we go. I think we kind of touched on this, but from OG Vibes, shout out OG Vibes.
OG Vibes.
What are the keys to success in order to beat the Chiefs?
Offense is gonna have to step up. I think it's actually all offensive, honestly. Like defense, I think defense just has to contain to an extent.
Yeah, they can't do what happened against the Ravens and the Bills in the past. Like we're not going to win a shootout.
No, we're going to have to win a shootout. Is actually what I'm saying.
You think so?
I think our offense is going to have to step up in terms of we're going to need a big game from Tua. We're going to need not to abandon the run game. And
see, I don't like that. I don't want us to win in a shootout.
It's going to like most likely. I
think if you give us another game similar to like how it was against Buffalo, I think we can win that game.
No,
but if you give us a game like how it was in Buffalo in Week 4, I don't think we win that game. I don't know. It's crazy for me to say, but I don't know.
We need our offense. Like, it's all.
You're saying our offense has got to be like the number one offense it's been all year.
100%. It has to be. If you want to win this game in Kansas City, first round, your offense is going to have to put up more than 24 points. I'm telling you right now. That's the lucky number.
All right, I like that. That's a good answer. All right, let's see. Next question here from Luis Arias, Cowboys. Ooh. Hey, but I do want to say this. Congrats on your Cowboys on winning the division. Took the Eagles to have a major collapse, but shout out to your Cowboys. Congratulations. Speaking about the Cowboys, well, you know what? He added the Fins in there. Will the Cowboys and Fins make it to the Super Bowl?
No. My lock of the week is the Packers plus 7.5, and I love Packers money line this weekend.
Wow.
So the Cowboys will not be making it past the first round.
If the Cowboys lose to the Packers this week, is McCarthy fired?
100%. There is no doubt in my mind he is fired. On spot. They might not even let him walk back to the locker room. But seriously, plus 7.5 really. The money line just for you, Lewis.
Yeah, congrats. Your Cowboys covered against the Commanders. Good shit. Oh my God, Mike down.
Again. Oh no. The Mike's having.
It just
PTSD.
fell on its own now.
The Mike's having
PTSD.
When you launched it last week. Now you got to push this. Yeah.
There we go. Can I put on the front of the cap, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Absolutely not.
No.
Put it back on the side.
Boo. All right. Are the Dolphins hopeless against Mahomes?
No.
How do we stop Mahomes?
Do we do what we did in Germany? I mean, the second half of that game, we had like 130.
We're gonna have to apply. We're gonna have to apply pressure.
No Chubb and no Phillips. So how do we do it with our current situation?
Apply pressure. We're gonna have to blitz more than usual, and bank on Ramsey and the safeties and the DBs to be able to shut down their.
I think has a good game this week.
Cater. I had a feeling that you were gonna say that.
Cater's
had a rough few weeks, but
has been put in some tough spots this year.
Yeah.
And just hasn't been able to find his rhythm. Like, he's had good plays. He's gotten, unfortunately, not great in the coverage game this year. But again,
Yeah.
I think he's been put in some tough spots. But I do think he actually has a game. I think he has a pick this week.
Hey, I like that. Okay.
I'm feeling good about Cater this week. From Lewis again. Will David bring back the curse? The curse has already been broken. There is no bringing it back.
People keep bringing that up.
If
to me, by the way.
anything,
No.
it's been reversed, and this is more of a reason why we're going to win this week.
That's what I said. Since I broke the away game curse,
Wait.
I was at the Titans game and I was at the Bills game. I was at the Jets game though, so I did see. I have seen him.
I was like, oh, wait a minute.
If the curse is now in every other game, that means this is the game that we'll win, or that now we're just gonna I'll only win away games.
Yeah.
Which all right, I'll take it. We're on the road.
And then that's pretty much it on Q&A for Fins this week. You guys, did you get any questions? You have any questions over there? No. Crowd, anybody over there? Anybody got any questions?
I've got one.
No, I feel good. Let's. You got anything else on the Fins? I think I'm good with Fins. I'm very hyped about it.
I'm very hyped as well. Honestly, I am super hyped. This is what more can I ask for? I guess I could ask for a home game, but we're still in the playoffs. We're playing the Chiefs. We're going to Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Just get the job done.
Yeah.
Like that. Just do it. Like
you win this week. You quiet a lot of the noise.
100%. You build that momentum, and then you have to head most likely to
noise that I don't even think is deserving to exist. You know,
So.
like obviously, like any team. Like I was saying, and I'm not going to go on a tangent right now, but I just want to make this last point. If the Bills lost that game, and Josh Allen had the game that he had, but they lost, and they were kicked out of the playoffs because the Jags
It'd be
win.
hilarious.
Not only would it be hilarious, but the narrative. What narrative can you picture now of Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that, the Bills this, the Bills this? What they did was impressive. They won 5 games in a row at the end of the season, which is very important. 6, technically, which is a very impressive and important late in the year. You got to win in December, 100%.
And be a lot of good teams too.
Yeah, and they beat good teams. They got a little lucky on one of those, but whatever.
Yeah, they did.
2 of those, but whatever. And actually 3 of those, now that I think about it. But whatever. They lose to us. Josh Allen has 3 turnovers. It's a completely different story there. It's like Josh Allen turns the ball over too much because he led the league this year in turnovers.
He's guaranteed a turnover every game. Like it's at least
He
one.
averaged more than 1 a game.
Yeah.
I think he finished the season with, I think it was 22 or 23 turnovers a game.
Probably, honestly.
I think he was tied for the lead going into it, and he broke it after that game. And if they lose that game and they don't make the playoffs with all those turnovers that he had, obviously he had all those touchdowns too, but he has all those turnovers. You have to obviously have that conversation. Yet here we are on the other side, and we're having the completely opposite conversation. Tua had 2 picks. Mike McDaniels can't coach the big games. Dolphins can't close out the season in December.
I know, but that's what
and
happened,
the numbers don't lie, and the reality is that's exactly what happens. But I'm just saying, wins and losses really kind of shift narratives, and they cover up a lot in between. Because the Bills didn't play a great game going in that last game.
Didn't.
It took a tip ball touchdown and a 95-yard touchdown return to basically win that game.
Well, it's worse that we just goose egged the second half.
Yeah,
so
that doesn't help.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're not going to talk about that. That season already ended.
We're
over. Now in the postseason.
We're 0-0.
We're in the real season. This is where we get the job done. No excuses. 4 games. Let's fucking get it.
We shift the momentum. We shift the momentum this week. I'm fucking hyped.
Let's fucking get it, dude. We're going to Arrowhead, man.
I know.
Let's go.
The crazy part is there's going to be more Fins fans there this week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can you imagine?
Dude, I'm so
Come,
hyped.
Pooch.
Pooch.
Your lungs will survive.
Dude, I'm actually kind of freaking out about the lung thing now. Like, what is that?
Nah, just
I've never even heard of that
It was
before.
just me. It was just me.
What do you mean it's just you?
It was just me. That was just,
Would you just like breathe too much cold air?
honestly, it was just like a flu. It was literally-
Oh my god! You
Oh
got
my
sick.
God.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
never mind.
All right, so
Oh,
obviously it's wild card weekend.
All right, I already got. Well, I already.
Well,
gave
I
one,
want
but-
to do picks for the games, like just straight
Yeah.
through, of who we think is going to win this week.
every single one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, the Cats are up 3 or 3-1.
3-1.
God, they're so damn good. Can't wait to talk about cats.
I know.
Okay.
And when golf is coming back, a lot of good things coming on the pod, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, we've been talking a lot of Finns. It's a big hype season. A lot of awesome to talk about this year.
It's also our favorite.
And I just love the Finns so much. Clearly, I'm going to -9 degrees to go watch them. So yeah, that tells you a lot. But I'm excited for what's to come. We got Heat that are playing good ball. Panthers are balling or rolling, whatever you want to call it, because there's no ball and
They're skating.
they're skating.
They're pucking.
And then we got the PGA Tour that commenced this week, which was an awesome tournament, by the way.
Great tournament.
Great way to start the year.
Great tournament.
Of course, it's beautiful, but a lot of good stuff to come on the pod. So let's do our picks for the wild card round.
All just win, right?
Yeah, went straight up.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first if you want.
Or you want to go? You want to go every? All right, we'll go game by game. You go one. You go first one. I go first the other one.
Okay. Are we skipping the Finns game?
We're both in the Dolphins.
Oh,
So.
yeah. You know what? Score prediction for the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say 28-24. I think, like I said, you're gonna have to score more than 24 points. We're gonna go 28-24 Dolphins.
I like that. There's gonna be some field goals kicked in this game for sure. I think.
Actually, in my scenario.
Yeah, and yours is a straight TD. So I'm gonna go 27. I'm gonna go 27-22.
Ooh, a little 22 action.
Yeah, 27-22. Finns.
Facts.
All right. So yeah, you go first. Browns Texans. Who do you got?
I'm taking the home dog. I've got the Texans.
Really?
I think the Browns defense is amazing.
Yeah.
But
they're
I
gonna
think
make Stroud really uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I think the Browns, the Flacco story. I mean, you can prove me wrong again. I don't know. I like CJ Stroud a lot. I know they're banged up, but it's at home. I don't know. I'll take the Texans. I think they're super improved. So I'll
so you are taking the Texans.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm taking the home dog.
Okay. I like that. Okay. Bills at Steelers.
Well, who do you got in the
Oh, so I am. Okay.
No, I was gonna say yeah. We'll each go first in each
gotcha.
game. Yeah.
I got Texans there too, actually.
I like that. Which means
I think
Browns.
the home environment is gonna come into play.
They're gonna be hyped. Oh my god! I just realized it's also Deshaun Watson's team.
Wow.
And he's not playing. But
holy
yeah, that's
shit! Yeah, you have that game, you have the Chiefs game, and then you have the Stafford game.
Yeah, shit. And you got the McCarthy Packers game too. And dude, the Rams Goff thing.
Yeah,
Stafford Goff.
Stafford Goff.
So
wow,
crazy.
Wild.
Crazy.
I got Texans too.
Dude.
I think Browns defense is really good too, and
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Flacco can go in there and continue to tear it up.
Yeah.
But I think the Texans have the edge, which is crazy.
I know.
That they're even in there.
Good. Good
Exciting.
for the Texans. Shout out Lucas Polo. The better Polo.
Absolutely. All right, Steelers Bills.
You're up first.
That line has moved. It's at 10 now. So they're really. I think the Watt thing, him out is a huge loss for the Steelers. But man, Mike Tomlin.
I know you want to do it. Just do it already.
Mike Tomlin finds a way to win games, and I am telling you right now. I don't know if I could pick the Steelers. I'm going to, but more with my heart than my actual mind that I'm going to pick them. But Mike Tomlin, man, is a hell of a coach. He knows how to devise a game plan, specifically more on the defensive side of the ball. I get it. Their offense is not as good, but they found something with Rudolph there. It's working enough. It's working enough. He's taking care of the ball.
That would be so awesome.
And their defense, again, no Watt, that stinks. Yeah. But Mike Tomlin is a guy that can fluster your best player, and Josh Allen gets flustered.
If they can upset,
it would be huge. It would be huge. I would cry tears of joy.
Me too, honestly.
And I'm gonna pick the Steelers right now, and I'm actually starting to convince myself. 23.
Score
20.
everything. All right.
23-20. Josh Allen's gonna throw a pick on the last drive.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. Steelers.
They're 10-point dogs. That's crazy. They easily could get smoked.
Yeah, easily. Even though the Bills actually lost a couple guys, they lost their tackle in our game.
What's the status on Gabe Davis?
I don't know,
and they lost a corner.
Yeah. Okay, so Packers Cowboys. I do think the Packers cover. I don't know if they win, but I'll take them to spite Luis Arias. So Packers. I'm gonna take the Pack.
You're taking the Packers to upset the Cowboys. Oof. I think the Cowboys win. I don't think this
Realistically, so do I, but I'm kind of trolling at this
No,
point.
I mean, that's kind of like my Steelers pick.
Yeah.
But realistically, I just don't think the Cowboys are ready to fold yet. They always find a way to do it. Like, they won't ever beat the 49ers, I don't think.
No.
But I do think they beat the Packers. I think it's going to be a good game, and I just think the Cowboys are going to be too much for them. And Jordan Love, I don't think, is ready for this moment yet on the road. So I do think Cowboys pull away late and ultimately win that game there.
All right.
And then we got
this is a huge game.
Rams-Lions. Listen, if I'm Detroit, I am petrified.
I would be too.
Petrified. It is the Stafford coming back party, and Stafford and the Rams are playing some really good football right now.
I know.
And Stafford is playing really good ball right now, and that secondary for the Lions has not looked super promising. I generally think between Kupp and Nakua, they can light up that defense and they can put up points. I also think the Lions could put up points, and I think it's going to be a shootout. Right now, they have the Lions, I think, as 3-point favorites at home. I'm going to ride with my boy Campbell, but I think that game's going to be a shootout, and I think it's like a 38-35 game.
I'm actually with you in terms of my heart, and I'm rooting heavily for the Lions.
I think Stafford's going to have a great game.
I think if I was a betting man, I think I would actually take the Rams.
You know who has a lot of pressure on him in this game?
Goff. That's what I'm saying. He's also got something to prove, and their run game's really good. And the Lions are a good team. Like,
they are.
They're Super Bowl coach. I love Dan the Man. They've got a lot of dogs on that
Lions
team. Amon is awesome. Their duo of Gibbs but the big thing is if they can get Laporta. I don't know if Laporta's going to play this week. That's a huge loss.
It seemed like he was pretty banged up.
Yeah, it's a huge loss. So
injury.
I don't know. I think the Rams are going to win, but I'm going to root for the Lions. And then the last game is Eagles-Bucks. I've actually got the Bucks. I got the home dogs.
Wow.
I think the Bucks are going to beat the Eagles.
You think they lose? They end the season? What? That would be 6 out of their last 7.
Yeah. The Eagles have completely fallen apart. Jalen Hurts, his finger is messed up. AJ Brown, I don't think he's going to play.
True.
They're kind of in a free fall, and the Bucks are kind of that team, that gritty team. They're at home Monday night under the lights. I think Baker plays well enough to win. I'm going to take the Bucks. Home dog.
Yeah. No,
I've got a lot of underdogs. I think I might have picked almost every underdog.
The only underdog you didn't pick was technically the Lions.
And I even said I like the Rams.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be surprised if the Rams won. Oh, wow. Our spread moved to 4.
I love that. Keep it going up.
It's hard for me to go against Philly. They kind of remind me a lot of us right now.
Yeah.
I do think they're still a good team. I think Jalen Hurts is still a good quarterback. He's clearly hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're just banged up.
I just don't know. I'm rooting for Baker, by the way. I love the Baker story.
Yeah,
I hope he can win a playoff game.
That would be good. That'd be cool. Send the Eagles home too.
You know, that's a pick'em game for me.
Yeah.
Like, the Bucks defense has been good.
There's a lot of good games.
No, it's gonna be a great lineup.
There's a lot of good games.
Great lineup, and a lot of new teams in here. Great to see.
100%.
Great to see. I would have liked to see the Saints in there too. They were starting to pick up some steam. I like Derek Carr. I feel bad for him too.
I like Derek Carr, but nah, they're usually.
I also love Jameis Winston for running the ball when he was not supposed to. That guy's a G.
J-Mo.
He's a beast. But yeah, I'm gonna pick the Eagles in a close game. I think it's a low scoring game, like a 20-16 game. The Eagles take it late.
All right.
But yeah, that's it. That's the lineup for this weekend. So.
We'll be sending stuff from ArrowHead.
Oh, yeah. A lot of pictures coming from ArrowHead, assuming a lot of factors that are going to go into this game and logistics, travel. So hopefully it's smooth as smooth can be getting there. And hopefully we leave with the dub.
On this Dolphins wood.
Hopefully it's a Dolphins dub. And, I mean, dude, talk about a story.
We're going to win this game.
If we come back with a dub.
We are going to win this game. We're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. We're going to fucking win this game.
I'm hyped. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in today. Dolphins are in the playoffs. We've got a big game this week. Stay tuned for what happens next week. But hopefully we got another conversation to rally. And maybe we're playing...
we'll be smoking cigars
in Houston.
next week. We're going to be smoking cigars next week. Getting ready for Houston.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Let's go.
See you next week.